Welcome to Chain Reaction. The main menu shows the chain reaction title inside a centered panel. The user sees four choices: two-player, VS Computer, How to Play, and Settings. The animated background continues behind the panel with small atom bursts, giving the menu the same board control theme as the game. Choosing two-player opens the player names panel. The user enters a name for player 1, who plays red, and a name for player 2, who plays blue. Cancel closes the panel, and start begins the match with those names shown in the game interface. Choosing VS Computer opens the computer match panel. The user enters their name, then chooses a difficulty from easy, medium, or hard. The selected difficulty is highlighted. Easy plays more randomly. Medium looks for stronger tactical moves, and hard evaluates possible responses before choosing. Cancel closes the panel, and start begins a match against the computer. The How to Play panel explains the rules in 4 steps. First, the user places atoms in an empty cell or a cell already owned by their color. They cannot place atoms on an opponent's cell. Second, each cell has a critical mass. Corners explode at 2 atoms, edge cells at 3, and center cells at 4. Third, an exploding cell sends one atom to every neighboring cell, captures those cells, and may trigger more explosions. Fourth, once both players have entered the board, the winner is the player who removes every opponent-owned cell. The controls note explains that the user clicks or taps to place an atom, presses R to restart, and presses M to return to the main menu. The settings panel lets the user choose the board size. A 6x6 board creates a quick 3-6 CELL game, an 8x8 board creates a longer 6-4 CELL game, and a 9x6 board creates the standard 5-4 CELL game. The selected board is highlighted, and Done closes the settings panel. During gameplay, the top bar shows the two players on opposite sides. Player 1 appears on the left with a red avatar, name, atom count, and owned cell count. Player 2 appears on the right with the same details in blue. The active player panel glows, so the user always knows whose turn it is. In the center, the turn box shows the move number and whose turn it is. In computer mode, the turn text changes to a thinking indicator while the computer chooses its move. The main area shows the board, with each cell displaying its current color and the atoms inside it. The user places an atom by clicking a valid cell. Owned cells show glowing orbs, and cells close to exploding pulse to warn the user that one more atom may trigger a reaction. When a cell reaches critical mass, atoms fly outward into neighboring cells, converting them to the current player's color and potentially continuing the chain. If the user tries to place an atom on the opponent's cell, that cell shakes, and a toast message explains that the cell belongs to the opponent. This feedback keeps the route clear without interrupting the match. At the bottom, a red and blue progress bar shows board control by owned cells. As one player captures more of the board, their color takes more space in the bar. A small hint reminds the user that R restarts and M returns to the menu. When a player wins, the win panel appears. The title announces the winning player in their color, and the reason explains that all opposing atoms were captured. 3 stat boxes show the number of moves, the biggest chain reaction, and the total match time. The main menu button returns to the menu, and rematch starts another game with the same setup. Chain reaction is a fast strategic board game where every atom adds pressure, every corner matters, and one well-timed move can take over the entire board.